For me, the hardest part this past year was just dealing with all the emotions that come with being a senior and knowing that you're going to be leaving your family soon and leaving all your friends.
I think the hardest part about this past year was like applying to colleges and figuring out where I wanted to go and what I actually wanted to do.
The hardest part about this year was probably self-discipline. I don't think I put myself to get work done as much as I should. I think it's because it's my senior year that I probably thought it was going to be easy, but I could have done a lot more.
Trying to just get through with motivation. You know, we're so close to being done. We're almost done with school. It feels like there's no point in coming, but you know, you gotta push through.
The highlight of this year was probably getting to know everybody and coming closer to my class and just making friends.
My highlight for my senior year was definitely cheering football and basketball games, especially because my brother was on the team, so that was really fun.
Freshman year, I was just really scared of everyone, but like I made a lot of new friends this year that I didn't like hang out with before and stuff like that.
The highlight of the year probably was having like the most normal school year that we've had since like all my 4 years and making new friends like with the younger classes and stuff like that.
A highlight was making a couple of new friends and finding out who I am.
Spending time with my senior class and like pep rallies and stuff. I feel like it's a little more special since it's the last time.
One piece of advice I tell my freshman self is to treasure every moment, because I look back on so many things that happened and I wish that I had appreciated them more in the moment, and now I'll never experience that again.
I would tell my freshman self to stay on top of your work, never fall behind. If somehow you feel like you're in a funk, talk to someone, like there's people there for you.
One piece of advice I would tell my freshman self is not to dwell on the little things. A lot of little things happen throughout high school and it shouldn't affect you. You should continue to thrive and kind of push it aside.
To not be afraid to talk to new people. Like we all just want the same thing, I guess, just to like make friends and stuff like that.
One piece of advice I would tell my freshman self is to not be so afraid and to speak up, and that it's okay and no one is judging you the way you think everyone is, and to just be brave.
One piece of advice I'll tell my freshman self is just to stay confident.
It's not as hard as it seems. It's just if you put your mind to it, then anything's possible.
I know everyone says this, but it really does go by very fast. And I just feel like sometimes I didn't always live in the moment, so I would like to tell myself to appreciate what I have while I have it.
For the district, I would recommend more support for mental health and more resources for kids and youth, because I feel like a lot of us are struggling and, you know, we could use all the help we could get.
I think a lot of kids are placed in a box based on their behavior, and I think those kids are the ones who need the most attention and need the most help, and because maybe they act out more, they're actually neglected when really they just need someone to tell them and show them that they care about them and their education.
Like after school activities, instead of us just having to go home and like do nothing, you know, I feel like that's how like a lot of problems start, is kids are just bored at home.
Because I feel especially since the pandemic, it's been kind of weird, and it's more prioritized like cramming assignments and learning down people's throats instead of actually embracing what's wrong in emotions and being kind of aware of that.
The recommendations I would have is more safety. Not security in a sense, but like more like checking up on students, making sure how they're doing, you know what I mean?
To take more opinions from students and teachers. I feel like for board meetings and everything, they are open to the public, but not everyone always knows about them.
Making school a safer place. I'm not talking about increasing security or wearing IDs every day. I'm talking about creating a safe space for mental health problems and creating wellness spaces. And we've started wellness spaces in this school, but no other schools in our district have them.